Yeah, I mean, we want to win games, so I think all of us are disappointed to some degree, but still understanding what the big picture is, and not getting too down on what what our circumstances of being 0-3. It's a lot of basketball left. We got a game tonight to focus on, and our focus is putting our best foot forward tonight to try to get a win.
What's the sort of the biggest hole in the way you guys are playing right now that would be number one on your list of correct?
I think it's taking care of the ball. I think that's probably the most glaring thing right now is just limiting our turnovers so we have extra possessions to try to capitalize on the offensive end and put more points on the board. And then from a defensive standpoint, it's just being able to finish possessions. And so if we can put those two things together, I think we'll be in good shape.
And is the shooting percentage from three, is that just sort of a coincidence? I mean, would you expect that to rise to essentially the league mean, and
yeah, I think we don't expect to shoot 4 for 20 from three every night. I think that we've shown our ability to shoot over the course of preseason and then at times in the first two games. So shots are going to fall sometimes, and sometimes they're not. We can't get discouraged from that standpoint and let it take us out of everything else that we want to do.
Do you have any updates on Mo and also Haley coming into the game tonight?
They're both game time decisions. Yeah.
And then question for you just on, you talked in pregame, or the last game, you talked about prioritizing, taking care of the ball and just valuing the possessions. What are some things you guys are seeing on film that you think that you guys are maybe on the right track?
Well, I think that one of the good things is that even our turnovers they're not selfish turnovers. We're trying to make plays for each other, and that's what we want ultimately. And we just got to do a better job of taking care of the ball. And because those live ball turnovers is what allows opposing teams to attack in transition, and that's where we've been a little bit vulnerable as of late. And so I think that's where it starts. And so I think ultimately though, like the turnovers that we're having are trying to make plays for other people, and so that's a sign of a selfless team, and so we want to continue to build on that.
With the team being 0-3, just what are some things you're seeing behind the scenes of how you guys are kind of growing through some of that adversity? Yeah,
they're sticking together. They're fighting for one another. Obviously, no one is happy being 0-3, and so there's a common goal of trying to do whatever it takes to win. And the work ethic's still been great. The energy has still been good, and we're pretty focused on doing what's needed to try to come over the win.
And then playing Phoenix tonight and basically going against Alyssa Thomas, just what does she present as a mismatch or a potential mismatch for you guys?
I mean, she's the engine for a reason. Like, she's not just a mismatch for us, she's a mismatch for the league in a lot of respects. Just her prowess on both ends of the floor, her energy, her toughness. She has the ability to be disruptive defensively, and so we got a game plan against that and see what goes. But I think the biggest thing is Phoenix's versatility on both ends of the floor. They space you out offensively, they pack the paint defensively, and so we want to be able to exploit those.
Go ahead.
Just one more. Just speaking of Phoenix defensively, I mean, they've been clamping teams down, and one of the things that we've seen from the team so far has just been a lot of miscommunication on defense. Just what are some things that you guys have been working on, just emphasizing to kind of clean some of those up? Yeah,
communication is a pillar of our defense that we have to be heavily relying on to be successful moving forward. And so it's kind of, when you have good communicating teams, it's able to make up for some areas that you may lack in some. And so even within a possession, you can kind of cover for each other when you're all on the same page, and that starts with communication. So it's been a huge point of emphasis for us, and hopefully continue to be moving forward.
It's been 10 days that you've been an in-season head coach. How are you holding up? Like, it's a rough start. Are you losing sleep? Are you stressed? Are you feeling good? How are you feeling?
Yeah, you always lose a little sleep when you're not winning, but at the same time, you got to have a big picture outlook of what's important. And my focus is always on our team and the well-being of our players and my staff. And so that's how I approach it. I'm just by nature, I don't get too high and too low, and so. I want our team to kind of resemble that as well, and understanding that we still got a lot of games to play, and we're not nearly, playing our best basketball, but we're moving towards that. So, we're all in a good space right now.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. Thanks, Coach.